Number 1. Harry Oakes. He was the Ricketts man in Bahamas who was found dead on the morning of July 8, 1943. He was beaten the head with a spiked club, soaked in gasoline and covered with feathers from a pillow. The key suspects were Oakes's son-in-law and business partner, who were arrested and charged. Others have blamed mafia, but the death was mysterious even after the investigation by detective from Miami. Number 2. Lily Linderstrom. Lily Linderstrom was a 32-year-old divorcee who made her living as a prostitute. She lived in a small apartment and her nickname was Call Girl because she was the only person in the building with a phone. On May 1, 1932, Lily received a call from a client, asking if he could come over. Lily agreed and borrowed a condom from a prostitute friend of her who lived in the same building. When her friend knocked on Lily's door after several hours later, there was no answer and she thought perhaps Lily went out to celebrate. Police were called after 3 days and when they broke the door they found Lily killed, face down on her bed, completely naked. She had been killed by 3 blows to the head from a blunt object. In the room was a blood-stained soup bowl and further inspection revealed the fact that blood had been drained from Lily's body which the murderer may have probably drank. Despite the highest effort, police could never trace the killer and Lily's final customer was never found. Number 3. Jill Dando. Jill Dando was murdered on the 26th of April 1999 the front door of her house. She was one of the UK's most prominent journalists and presenters. Her body was discovered soon after her murder by her neighbour Helen Doble. Dando was shot once in the head, after being grabbed from behind by an unknown assailant. A prolonged investigation took place but the mystery remains unsolved for 15 years. Number 4. Mary Money. In the late evening on September 24, 1905, the mutilated body of young Mary Money found in the Merstham railway tunnel in southeast England. At first police thought it was suicide but an examination of the body found a scarf was stuffed down her throat. 2 witnesses claimed that they have seen her at the local train station that evening. Other witnesses claim that they'd seen her in a first-class compartment with a man. Another witness said he saw the man leave the train alone. The police investigated every man in Mary's life but found no one guilty. Number 5. Letitia Nerissat Toros. She was found dead in the first-class carriage of a train where she was the only person. Her body was leaned forward with a dagger protruding from her neck. During her journey alone 3 people boarded through the doors on both the ends of the carriages when it stopped in a station. The lady lived an unusual life and her death is still a mystery. She was an Italian widow, worked in a glue factory in the daytime and at night frequented seedy nightclubs. She worked as a surveillance and informer for a private detective agency. She was a paid informant for the Parisian police. She also had an affair with a prominent right-wing journalist Gabriel Jantet. Jantet was an arms smuggler for the most powerful underground organization in Paris. Due to World War II and many other obstacles, police had to leave the murder a mystery to this day.